What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're taking a look at two of the hottest Callaway drivers in the Rogue ST Max versus the Callaway Mavrik. We love seeing the new drivers coming out every year and how they match up against previous iterations from the brand. And in this video we're going to look at our first impressions of each driver, their key features and selling points, the technology that's driving them, their performance, the key differences between them, and which ones we recommend buying and for who. As always, thanks for watching our video, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So taking a look at these two, and the Callaway Mavrik is the upgrade on the Callaway Epic Flash. It was released in 2020 and it made some big improvements. It's now a legendary set of drivers, crafted with artificial intelligence and built for all-round performance. It's got an Aero Cyclone dynamic shaped head, and it's also got an ultra-thin, lightweight and strong SS20 steel face. This one is large-headed, adjustable and available in three versions: Standard, Max and Sub-Zero. The Callaway Rogue ST Max is hot off the press in 2022 and it's the latest iteration of the legendary Rogue name, which started in 2018. And the ST Max is said to be the longest and most stable driver that Callaway have ever released. It comes in 4 different flavors: Max, Max Draw, Max Low Spin, and then Triple Diamond Low Spin for the tour players. This one is brimming with the latest technology, including a tungsten cartridge at the back of the head and a jailbreak frame at the front, which adds stability. Similar to the Mavrik, but it's a frame now instead of just 2 bars, and the Rogues sound as good as they perform on the course. So key features of the Callaway Mavrik, and this is the upgrade of the Callaway Epic Flash, which came out in 2019. This driver came out in 2020 and it's got an artificially designed flash face. So for where each driver is actually hitting the ball off the face, you're going to have a sweet spot in that actual place. We've got ultra thin SS20 in the flash face, which is composed of high grade FS2S titanium, which is going to be 6% lighter than in the Epic Flash. And another thing to say is that the acoustics of this driver are also optimized with artificial intelligence, give the most pleasing sound possible. And the flash face with the high grade titanium is giving you more ball speed, more consistency and a tighter dispersion rate, while also giving a very rewarding sound off the tee. So we've got a carbon crown and jailbreak bars. So the carbon crown is going to reduce weight, which is going to allow that weight to be placed in a position to increase the MOI and the forgiveness of the drivers while giving better ball speeds. And then the jail bars connect the sole to the crown of the club, which is just going to give more stability and it's going to allow a better energy transfer to the ball from the club face. We've got a D2 swing weight, adjustable lofts and the Cyclone Aero shape. So the loft on the drivers is adjustable, so you can add 2 degrees of loft or take away 1 degree of loft, depending on the course that you're playing on the day. And the standard version of the Mavrik comes in an aerodynamic shape, which is going to reduce drag by 61% over the Epic Flash and just allow more club head speed, which is going to give you more ball speed, which is going to give you more distance overall. The Mavrik driver family comes in 3 versions. So we've got the Mavrik for mid-handicappers, we've got the Max for people looking for a higher launch and maybe more forgiveness, and then we've got the Sub-Zero for the better players, and each version is super dialed into each player's game. And the regular retail price on this one is $400. It was a huge release when it came out in 2020, very high performing, and we're giving it a score of 9.6 out of 10. So the Rogue ST Max is the longest and most stable driver that Callaway have ever released. It's an upgrade on the 2018 Rogue as opposed to an upgrade on the Epic Max or Epic Speed, which came out last year, or the Mavrik, which came out in 2020. We've got the tungsten speed cartridge in the back of the head, which is going to add more MOI than the Mavrik. It's got lower spin rates than the Mavrik, which is going to result in more distance and a tighter dispersion rate, i.e. more consistency. And the tungsten speed cartridge ranges from 26 grams to 20 grams depending on the version you go with. We've got the unibody construction with the artificial intelligence created jailbreak frame. So the unibody construction comes from Formula 1 cars. It adds more stability, makes the club more compact, and you get more energy transfer from the club to the ball. And then the jailbreak bars from the Mavrik have upgraded to a jailbreak frame in the Callaway Rogue ST Max, and it's more flexible at the top and more sturdy at the bottom, which is again going to add more MOI to the driver, and it's just going to give you a more consistent flight path. So we've got the AI flash face, which is going to be upgraded from the Mavrik, and it's designed to optimize spin and deliver incredible ball speeds no matter where you're hitting it on the face. And the AI part of this is that Callaway have studied where each particular driver that the version is aimed at is hitting the ball off the face, and those places are going to be optimized to deliver a long and straight ball flight when you hit it there. The ST Max family comes in 4 versions. So we've got the Max, which is going to be for most players. We've got the Max D, which is a draw bias for straighter shots for slicers. We've got the Max LS, low spin, more workable, lower ball flight path. And then we've got the Triple Diamond LS as well, which is going to be for the tour players. And this one comes in at $550, and we're giving it a score of 9.7 out of 10. So looking at the different drivers in each family, and the Rogue ST comes in the Max version, which Callaway said is going to suit about 60% of players in the high to mid handicap range. It's the most forgiving model, it's the longest model. It does have a slight draw bias, but nothing like the Max D version. And as we said, the longest driver in the family. The Max D has got draw bias built in, so for anyone that's slicing the ball and can't stop, this one is going to allow you to keep the ball on the fairway more often. It's going to sacrifice a bit of distance to keep that spin going straight, and it's also going to be more forgiving. We've got the Max Low Spin model, which is going to suit mid to low handicappers. It's going to have a lower flight path, lower spin rate, and more workability. And then we've got the Triple Diamond LS model. So there was big calls for Callaway to release this model after the Triple Diamond Epic Speed did so well on tour last year. And now Callaway have released their Triple Diamond version to the masses. So this one's going to be for the low handicappers. It's going to have a lower ball flight, low spin, and more workability with less forgiveness. Moving on to the Mavrik, and the Mavrik comes in 3 different versions. So the Mavrik is the standard version. It's going to give the highest ball speeds. It's got mid spin rates, mid launch, and it's going to suit most mid handicappers. The Mavrik Max is going to be more for high to mid handicappers. It's higher launching, more spin, more forgiveness, and as we say, for high to mid handicappers. And then we've got the Sub-Zero version for consistent strikers with high swing speeds. It's going to have less spin, more workability, lower launching, and it's, as we say, going to be for fast and consistent swingers. So a quick look at the club spec comparison, and both drivers are available in 9 degrees of loft, 10.5 degrees and 12 degrees. You can adjust it down 1 degree or up 2 degrees. The Mavrik has a slightly stronger lie with 58 degrees, and the Rogue ST Max has 60. The Callaway Mavrik has a D2 swing speed, and the Rogue ST Max has a D3. So which driver do we recommend buying overall? And there's no question that Callaway have really improved their driver offerings with the Rogue ST Max range, and the incremental benefits of using artificial intelligence are compounding over time for the brand. For most players, we recommend the ST Max driver as it's the highest performing, one of the longest drivers on the market right now, and the other 3 drivers in the family are also super dialed in. So if you have a bad slice, you can go with the D version, and if you're a better player, you can go with the Max LS version. All that being said, the Mavrik driver is still very competitive. They're close in terms of speed, distance, and forgiveness, but the Mavrik will cost you about $150 less, so it's going to be our recommendation for today overall if you want to get the best deal. The Max version is going to be best for high to mid handicappers, and the standard Mavrik's going to suit mid handicappers, with the Sub-Zero suiting those mid to low handicap range. And if you don't mind paying a bit extra and will enjoy watching the driver that you're using in the hands of some of the world's best players on the TV this season, then you can go with the Rogue ST Max. There are plenty of versions of each driver available, and the best option for every golfer will be to go down to your club, get a fitting and try to try out as many of these drivers as you can and just compare the results with a professional. For us and our particular game, we find the Rogue ST Max low spin to be the best option for just a higher club speed and maybe working the ball a little bit more, but the Max version is one of the best performing drivers that we have seen for most players in the game today. So that's it for our video today. Thanks for watching, and if you like the content, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel.